Okay, so this is for the guy who was telling me to join, what's the game? War Thunder. I made, what is this? Dumplings. Fat dumplings. Now, just to let you know, I've looked into the game. I realized this is not the game that I want to play. And I will not play the game. Now, originally, I was going to go into this whole rant about, hey, me and my cousin, we used to think about going to the Air Force, and I learned to identify aircraft from him. The Air Force Phantom means a lot to me. I have a family member, a cousin-in-law, who was actually downed in an Air Force Phantom. It means a lot to me. So he was a POW, and he did survive. He is a black guy, too. Now, the weird thing is, normally when I tell people, hey, I'm just real nice. Hey, I don't want to play that game. But I looked into it, but, you know, I usually let them know, let them down easy and everything. And I turn around and I'll go like, hey, you do know that if I play this game that you want me to play, that I'm not going to play, I would have to take something out of my life. Because remember, I got 2 jobs. One job is a little bit intensive with thinking. The other one is physical. You got a wife, a car, and I play a game, one main game. If I added a second game, I would have to somehow fit that into my life. But that's besides the point. It's besides the point. Now, the first time I said, oh, I'm not really that interested. And then all of a sudden you came back and go, okay, but you need to do this here. The F-111, yep, the F-111 is not my favorite aircraft. I have an arsenal of Russian aircraft. MiG-19, MiG-23, Su-27, Su-25, Su-47. I'm beginning to like these Russian aircrafts. They're really cool. And the Su-47 is an experimental aircraft. I only care about flying. Now, but in the future, maybe I'll think about a tank game. I don't know. Maybe I'll go for a drone game. I have looked into drone games and I couldn't find a good one. They got bored after a few minutes. This game, I'm a captain. I'm not just a captain. I'm a flight captain. Like, my ranking is like 102. I'm really good at this here. I'm at the point where now, none that I know how to play it, I'm experimenting with different things. Trying the backbone. Trying it without the backbone. And actually showing people how to play the game. Because unlike some games, sorry, I'm eating over here. Unlike some games, and this is my last dumpling, by the way. Unlike some games that are out there where you, like CSR2, you put in the specs, you tap the button, tap, 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 and all of a sudden you win the race. This is very different because you're playing against humans and some bots, and they don't think the same way. Some of the humans, they can outthink you. The game is beautiful, and I'm loving it. The Weeknd said in one of his songs that I scream out really loudly out in the yard when I'm doing yard work. The Weeknd said, why don't you wait until I fall out of love with you? This War Thunder game, I'll wait until I fall out of love with Metal Storm. Because right now, I'm in love with Metal Storm. Wait. Wait until I fall out of love with Metal Storm. And then I'll look into War Thunder a little bit more. But I have looked into it. Now, hang on. Most people are not going to get this far. Most people are going to stop right here. There is a situation where a ex-coworker of mine, who does not like chickpeas, was told to try this hummus. Try this hummus. Now, we're all at a big table. We're in Western New York. We're this really cool place. The dude there made, lobster bisque just for us. He's like, you want some lobster bisque? You come back tomorrow. I'll force my son to help me make some more lobster bisque for you. And he did. He made so much lobster bisque for us. And we did come back the next day and everything else. But while we were there that first night, the boss was like, hey, try this hummus. It's really, really good. My coworker, Paul, ex-coworker now, Paul, he doesn't like chickpeas. The basis of hummus is chickpeas. And Paul's like, I don't really like chickpeas, so I don't really like hummus. And then the boss said, but hang on, but you haven't tried this hummus. I was like, no, she did not just take off the glasses and say, you haven't tried this hummus. Ah! Reluctantly, because everybody was watching now, we're all looking at him. Tap, tap, tap. He hated it because he doesn't like hummus. Well, so when you tell me, hey, you haven't tried this game, you're literally saying it. All I can hear in this ear right here, excuse me, the only thing I can hear in this ear is, you haven't tried this hummus. You haven't tried this hummus. Oh, dude. I don't want to try that hummus. I like chickpeas. I mean, I really like chickpeas. I don't mind hummus. Especially if you get some of them Miltons, these like little cracker things, they're like so much flavor. I got one of them that had like lime on it or something like that. Oh my God, it was delicious. You know, I'm not drooling, am I?